I worked for Atlantic International University as an academic advisor since 2013. Since then, I have supervised more than 500 students in different disciplines at Atlantic International University in fulfilling their academic dreams. We have started our publication initiative since August last year. Since then, we are happy to announce that we have been able to help 61 students in publishing their work in different recognized media in the form of journal articles and books. And our publication initiative is to help all Atlantic International University students and alumni to publish at least one article from their accomplishment. It could be from your study, it could be from your work, it could be from your social affairs, it could be from your own experience, or it could be from your own way of thinking. So there is no limitation of topics choosing for journal publication. You can write journal article on any topics. It is not restricted. And if you can formulate the journal article in the according to the prescribed content, it will be okay to send your work to a recognized media for evaluation and review. And after that, you will be able to publish your work. So let's get started with this fascinating journey. Atlantic International University has educational direction to accommodate UNESCO 2030 goal to sustainable development in its educational activity. Your intended research publication is in line with UNESCO 2030 goal number 4, that is quality education. Your publication in a good journal will ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunity for all, because it will give you recognition and will help your fellow researcher in acquiring quality education as a reference. Today's talk will be, but not limited to, the following topics. First, we will discuss about your publication journey. Then it will be followed by a description on what is journal publication. Then we will discuss about why journal publication, since publication is not so easy. So it is good to know why you are going to accomplish it. Then we will discuss about journal publication of your research work. Then we will talk about how we can support you in organizing your journal article. Then we will focus on how to write an article in scholarly format for journal publication. It is very, very important. So please pay special attention to this section. Then we will talk about book publication. Then we will talk about patent accomplishment. Then we will talk about Atlantic International University publication help to its student. Then we will review two published article to go through detailed content of a journal article. Then this is the new addition. We will discuss about possibility of a then we will talk about possibility to write an article in a call for open publication. We will go through the details of call for paper. There you can formulate your paper to submit for this call for paper. And finally, we will end up with some concluding remarks. And before concluding remarks, I will open the floor to all participants to put me question, and I will happy to address few questions within our stipulated time frame of 1 hour. And finally, we will end up with some concluding remarks. Dear fellow friends, today I will introduce an alternate idea of your research work, that is publication of your research accomplishment in a journal. Many fellow students are afraid to publish their work in a journal. They think it is tricky, but in reality it is not that much tricky at all. Many of you may have written letter to your partner or friend There, sometimes you describe a story. Similarly, a journal article is like a living story. There, you describe accomplishment of your research work from beginning to end in a structured format. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about what is journal publication. A journal is a collection of articles and is published periodically throughout the year. A journal publication is a scholarly publication containing articles written by researcher, professor, and other experts. Journals focus on a specific discipline or field of study. Unlike newspaper and magazines, journals are intended for an academic or technical audience, not for general readers. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about what is or why journal publication. Most journal publications are peer-reviewed publication. It means your journal article has been reviewed and ratified by experts in your subject areas before publication. Once this is done, your journal article constitutes authentication to be accepted by scholars worldwide. Journal publication is important in both engaging in professional communication and advancing scientific knowledge and improving human life. Publishing article in a journal can give your work visibility among other researchers in your field outside of your immediate circles of contacts and colleagues. Journal publication can make your work more discoverable as they are already been read by circle of interested readers. Your published journal article constitutes solid basis to be referred by future fellow researcher. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about journal publication of your research work. Before journal publication, you need to compile and write up your research work compatible to a standard journal format. Before doing that, it is good to answer few relevant questions like, are you interested in publishing your work? Are you organized to do this? Do you have experience in reviewing journal in the area of your interest? Can you write your final thesis in research format? Do you want international recognition or acclaim for your research work? Do you want your research work to be referred by fellow researcher? Do you want worldwide acceptance of your research work? Do you want to increase weight of your CV by incorporating your research outcome? Do you want to be a competent candidate in finding a job in the area of your interest? Do you want to be a qualified researcher? Do you want to create an impact in your area of interest? If answer to few of these questions are yes, yes, you are a qualified researcher to write up an article and you are a qualified researcher to send your work to a recognized media for evaluation, review, and publication. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now let's talk about how we can support you in organizing your journal articles. In order to write your journal article, you have to follow a format. For this, review several journal articles in your subject area to understand the suitable format. Ensure your article aligns with the chosen journal guideline. Then what will be the content? Adapt your thesis content to fit the journal article format. Focus on most significant finding and contribution of your research. Pay special attention to research to results and discussion section because this results and discussion section will act as an antecedent to be accepted in a reputed journal. Then you need to submit your work to the chosen journal. The journal editorial team will evaluate and review your submission. Then you need to be prepared to make any necessary revision based on the feedback you receive. Then if your article is accepted, you will need to pay article processing cost directly to the journal. This cost can vary from $50 up to 4,500 US dollar depending on the journal. Note that this Article posting cost is a standard practice in academic publishing and is not required by Atlantic International University. It is solely managed by the journal itself. Then once accepted, your article will be available online, and use your published article as a reference in your CV and highlight it in your list of accomplishment. Our team at Atlantic International University is here to assist you throughout this process. We can help you organize your manuscript and submit it to the right journal for acceptance and publication. Are you ready for it? Let's get started. Now we will discuss about how to write article in scholarly format for journal publication. This is very important. Please pay special attention to this section. Writing a journal article can seem daunting, but with right structure and guidance, it becomes a manageable and rewarding task. Here is a step-by-step format to help you structure your journal article. Follow this blueprint to ensure your paper meets the standard of academic journal. Journal format varies from journal to journal. To be specific, you need to consult the specific journal's guideline. It could be under the menu, instruction to the author, or it could be under the menu, how to prepare the manuscript for the journal. But today, I will introduce a general format which is acceptable to many journals. Once you will follow this format and want to fit with the specific journal guideline, you may need to change a little bit to get it fitted with a specific journal. First, you need to craft a clear and concise title that reflects the essence and integral notion of your research. Then you need to write up the author's name, affiliation, list all authors involved in research, including their institutional affiliations. I have helped 61 students in publishing their work in recognized media in the form of either journal, article, or electronic book. Almost 95% of my students cannot write properly the author's names and affiliation. I don't know why it is. It is very simple, very simple. Simply write down your name, and if you have a co-author, write down the co-author name, and underneath write down your institutional affiliation. If you are still a student at Atlantic International University, simply write in the school you are studying, then name of the university, that will be Atlantic International University, and address of the university. If you are affiliated to a professional body, write up the professional body's names and the institution, and that's it. Then you need to write up the abstract. Provide a brief summary of your research, including the purpose, methodology, and key findings. This section needs to be between 150 to 300 words, not more. Many students write abstract 2 pages long, but this is completely wrong. Your abstract should be very precise, concise, focused, targeted, and should not be more than 300 words long. Then you need to write up 5 keywords. Identify 5 key terms that are central to your research. By tagging these 5 keywords, a finder can find your article. Then you need to write an introduction. Introduce your research topic, its significance, and objective of your study. Cite at least 10 to 20 references in support of your scholarly argument, which constitute relevance of your work. Don't forget to write up the aim and purpose of your study before finishing the introduction. Then you need to write a problem description. Describe the problem your research addresses. This section needs to be 50 to 150 words. Then you need to write up the research objective. Clearly state the objective and goals of your research. Write at least 3 to 5 points. Each point should not be more than 15 words long. Then you need to write down materials and methods. Describe the materials and methods used in your research to ensure reproducibility. Then you need to write up theoretical background. Discuss the theoretical framework and existing literature related to your research. You can write a dedicated section under the caption theoretical background, or you can discuss the theoretical background in introduction section. It depends on your proficiency and it depends on the journal way of writing. So if you choose a journal, review at least 1 to 3 articles from that journal, then you formulate your own manuscript accordingly. Then you need to write up results and discussion. Present your findings and discuss their implication in context of your research question and objective. Use graphical presentation of your research and discuss with logical interpretation. The more nicely you will write up results and discussion section, there will be more chance to get your work accepted in a reputed and recognized journal. Then you need to write up the conclusion section, summarize your key findings and their significance, and suggest potential direction for future research. Like the abstract, conclusion should also be precise and concise and should not be more than 300 words long. Then you need to write up acknowledgement section, acknowledge individuals or organizations that support your research list. Then you need to write up list of symbols. If applicable, provide a list of symbols used in your research. Then you need to write up references, include all references cited in your research according to the journal format. So every journal has its own format of writing referencing. So follow the format to have references in your reference section. And formatting guideline is roughly this. Use a 10 to 12 point font size, single space text. Aim for a length of 8 to 12 pages. This is approximately 3,500 to 5,000 words in total for a standard scholarly article. Now I am showing you few options to send your article for evaluation and review. This is just a suggestion, not binding information to you. You can submit your work for evaluation and review to any journals, but before submitting, please review the journal credential, if it is recognized, if it is listed in SGR, if it is reported. Because if you publish your work in a reputed and recognized journal, it will increase the credibility of your caliber. It will increase the weight of your CV because journal is acceptable worldwide. So once you have a journal publication in recognized journal, you claim that you have achieved the norm to be accepted worldwide. So there are a few suggestions, Elsevier, and this is very high quality impact journal. You can choose to write your article for Elsevier. Before finishing today's online class, I will post today's PowerPoint presentation slides and the sample article that I will show you later on. And the call for paper, please download these 3 files. And by reviewing the PowerPoint presentation from today's class and the sample article that I am going to show you, you will get ample knowledge to educate it yourself, and it will help you to write up an article by your own for future possible publication. Then another potential journal where you can think to publish your work is Springlet. This is also a very high ranked and reputed journal. Then we have collaboration with few journals. These are reputed but not listed. For example, we have collaboration with these journals. For example, current trends in engineering sciences and scholarly publishing and academic journals of scientific research. Academic journals of scientific research take very long time to publish an article, at least more than 6 months they need. Then we have collaboration with scholarly publishing. Scholar publishing have different journals. For example, European Journal of Applied Sciences, then Archive of Business Research, Advanced in Social Science Research Journal, British Journal of Healthcare and Medical Research, then Transaction of Engineering and Computer Sciences, Discovery in Agriculture and Food Science. So we have collaboration with content in engineering, science, and scholarly publishing. Our students enjoy 75% discount from their article processing cost from this journal. So if you go via us, you will enjoy 75% discount in article processing cost in order to publish your work in these journals. As I have spoken, these are reported but not listed. Then you can think to submit your work in American International Journal of Humanities and Social Sciences. These journals also have low article posting cost $60 most probably. But current and in engineering sciences have article posting cost $50. Publishing it takes 50 pound sterling for each accepted article from my students. This is 75 article cost our students who are studying at Atlantic International University or who are an alumni of Atlantic International University. Then these are listed journals. You can think to submit your work there, but they have high article posting cost. For example, humanities and social science letters. Most probably they charge $1,500 for each accepted article. Then this one is a listed journal. Then you can think to submit your work in International Journal of Innovative Research and Scientific Studies. And this journal has article posting cost $1,275. Then you can think to submit your work International Advances in Economic Research from Spengler. Spengler charge a range of article posting costs depending on which country you are and your economic background. If you are a developed country, you need to pay high cost. If you are a developing countries student, they will most probably count article posting cost. Then you can think to publish your work, American Research Journal of Humanities and Social Sciences. Then we also recommend to browse few journals, for example, International Journal of Arts and Humanities, then International Journal of Education and Human Development, International Journal of Social Science and Business, International Journal of Business Management and Commerce, then Applied Science Research Periodical. So we have established new collaboration with this journal, Applied Science Research Periodical. This is an interdisciplinary journal. And our students enjoy discounted article posting cost from this journal. And if you pay your article posting cost by PayPal or debit or credit card, they will charge you £40 sterling. And if you want to pay the article posting cost in some other means, then you need to pay £50 sterling. This journal, Applied Science and Research Periodical. Then few of my students want to publish their work as a book, especially those students who can write up a thesis but unable to convert their thesis into a journal can think to publish their thesis as an electronic book in different publishing organization. So in order to write up a book, you need to organize your book. First, you need to craft a title that reflects your book content. Then you can write a dedication. You can dedicate your book to the sweet memories of your acquaintance and beloved one. Then you need to write up forward, preface, and summary of your book from your author. There you can write up the summary of your book. Then after that, you can insert pages from forwarding letter from editor. You can request your seniors or reviewers who review their your book to write few words in favor of your book. This could be good addition in your book. Then you need to organize your book content. First, you can write the need and driving force for documentation. You can write why you have written up your book. This could be interesting to your intended readers. Then develop book content from beginning to end. Unlike journal article, book is not stipulated to any pages. Journal article is usually stipulated to 8 to 12 pages, but in case of book, you can write as many pages as you can. Few hundred pages should not be a problem on, provided these are logically valid, scientifically accepted, and scholarly compatible. Then you can document key messages of your book to your intended reader. Before ending the book, you can write a section there. You can write the key messages of your book. This could be interested to your intended readers. Then you need to write up the book conclusion. You can conclude your book according to the content of your book. In case of publication, here are a few suggestions. Kindle direct publishing from Amazon and Lambert academic publishing do not cost anything. If you submit your book to Kindle direct publishing and or Lambert academic publishing, and if you accept your book, you can publish your book there as a free of cost. Then I have collaboration with this Scholar Publishing in publishing my student book. I have able to publish 3 books. Student in scholarly publishing, their usual book processing cost is $250, but my student get a special discount for them. They can publish their book as low as 150 pound sterling per electronic book. It is and it is also possible to publish your thesis like a journal article up to 30 printed pages long at 50 pounds sterling in the Scholar Publishing. It means that if your book is 30 or less printed pages long, you can publish your book as a journal article in Scholarly Publishing at the journal article processing cost that will be 50 pounds. If your book is less than 30 printed pages long, you need not to pay 150 pound sterling. You can publish your book as like journal article at a journal article processing cost 50 sterling. Now, if you are my student want to do the patent accomplishment, this is very encouraging. If you can discover something, you can accomplish your work, and you can recognize your work by accomplishing patent accomplishment. There are few steps in patent application process. Step 1 is invention, understand, and disclosure. Understand and disclosure what you have invented. And step 2 is patentability. Search a format of patented article for your own review. And step 3 is filing an application for a patent. For this, you need to browse your chosen patent authority and fill up the application. Then step 4 is patent drafting. Draft your own patent. This is very important. You need to write up what you have invented in prescribed format. Then step 5 is filing the patent application. Find your patent application to the chosen patent authority platform. Then step 6 is request for examination. You have to request to examine your claim patent. Step 7, respond to observation. Be prepared to answer the observation. If you do not answer the observation, your patent application will not be accepted. Then grant of patent, if granted, you can enjoy patentability right and can get royalty as admissible from the beneficiary or customer within the covered area. This means that patent application is granted and you need to pay the patent application fee, then you will get the royalty from any entrepreneur who will use your invention in their work. US patent can cost more than 30,000 US dollar and European patent can cost more than 6,300 euro. If you can get one patent application accepted, Atlantic International University can subsidize part of the patent cost. And it means, for example, if your patent application is accepted and you are unable to pay the patent thing cost, then you can request Atlantic International University to help you. In that case, Atlantic International University will pay a partial patentability cost to subsidize your application process. Then Atlantic International University aids student. Atlantic International University provide two types of publication help. One is editorial help, another is financial help. Editorial help include motivation in the form of class, seminars, symposiums. What we are doing here by conducting online class on journal publication. Then information, we inform you about need, benefit, and quality assurance. Then Atlantic International University also provide help you in organizing and write up what you are doing, conducting on online classes on journal publication. Then we help you choosing right publisher to publish your work. We help you in submitting your work. We help you to get acceptance your work in some of our partners. And financial help include Atlantic International University credit article processing cost from tuition fees for very fast standard and recognized published article per student. It means if your work is published in a journal and you pay the article processing cost, then Atlantic International University will credit this article processing cost from your tuition fees for your very first published article in a recognized journal. And effectively, publication does not cost anything to Atlantic International University for very fast standard and recognized published article per student. It means that Atlantic International University credit the article processing cost for your first published journal article. And that's why your first publication does not effectively cost anything to you. First, in get your work published, you need to pay the article processing cost. Then after publication, you inform this information published article to the International University, then Atlantic International University will credit this article processing cost from your tuition fees. In that case, you need to pay the reduced tuition fee as per the cost of the article processing cost. Of course, we encourage you to publish more articles because this is the time for you to flourish your uh, creativity. And publishing your work is one way of flourishing your creativity. But from the second to onward number of publication, you need to born publication cost by your own. Atlantic International University will subsidize cost of your first publication from your tuition fees. Then if you can publish more article, those costs should be borne. So before conclusion, I will show you two published articles to go through the details content. Here, two articles was published under the same DOI. That's why our title was like this: sustainable treatment of emerging organic pollutant, endocrine disruption chemicals from water and wastewater, and role of Atlantic International University online-based distance learning education system to achieve UNESCO 2030 goal towards sustainable development. And after the title, you need to write author's name and affiliation. For example, here we have written the name of the author and the institution or affiliation of the author. Then after that, you need to write the abstract. Always write abstract by introducing some interesting word, catch the attention of your intended readers. For example, here we have written up complete mineralization of emerging organic pollutant, including endocrine disruptor chemicals, in one of the challenges towards sustainable development practice of water and wastewater treatment systems. Then continue writing the abstract and finish writing abstract by introducing some tested information. It could be the result you got from your research work. For example, here we have written results obtained in work will help water treatment industries to develop suitable analysis technique to treat endocrine disruptor chemicals that optimize precipitation. And after that, we have written up at least 5 keywords. Then after that, we have written up introduction. Again, start writing introduction by introducing some attractive sentences to attract attention of your readers. For example, here we have written sustainability means to meet the present need without compromising our future generation to meet their own needs. It is rather a short statement, but it has broad and prolonged implication in our sphere. Then cite at least 10 to 20 references to support scholarly argument in favor of your articles. For example, here we have written up many references and we have uh, inserted the citation of these references. Uh, and always end up writing introduction section by inserting aim and purpose of your study. For example, here we have written aim of the study is to optimize process variable, including sparger size to introduce right load of ozone for emerging organic pollutant as well as endocrine disruption chemical mineralization. Then we have written what was our purpose. Purpose is to reduce flexible, reliable, effective treatment method by incorporating ozonolysis technique. After that, we have written up the problem description, describe the problem we face in your research work. Then we have written up objectives, use 3 to 5 points, and each point should not be more than 15 words long. Then we have written out materials and methods, write the materials and method used in your research. And it is good to write the references in support of your materials and method you choose. It will establish the authentication of your used materials and methods. Then after materials and methods, you have to write up results and discussion, divide results and discussion in different subsection under each caption and insert tabular presentation and graphical presentation, and you should discuss with logical interpretation of your used tables and graphs. Then you need to write up the conclusion section. Again, start writing conclusion by introducing some interesting sentences to attract the attention of your reader. For example, here we have written what we have done. Optimization of factor affecting ozonolysis kinetics of diclofenac sodium, namely uh, concentration of initial substances, temperature of the system, and spatching effect has been carried out in this study. Then write up what you have achieved, and don't forget to write the future direction of your work uh, before finishing the conclusion section. And second article contain especially the same content, for example, abstract, keyword, title, then abstract, keywords, introduction, problem description, objective of study, methods, results and discussions, then conclusion, and at the end you need to write up the references you used in your paper. This is how published articles looks like. Now I will show a call for paper which you can think to write your article. Uh, right. Sample article. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this. This is a call for paper. You can think to write an article for publication in international journal for educational media and technology. And since you are a student of online-based distance learning university, you can write an article for International Journal of Educational Media and Technology. And you can browse this journal, and you can create a login details in this journal. Then you can submit your article for evaluation and review in this journal. And this is the time frame. By September 1st, 2025, you need to submit full paper via Open Journal system. Then by October 15, your manuscript will be reviewed by the journal editorial board. Then by November 1st, you will get the notification of acceptance or rejection of your article. Then by November 30, you need to submit the revised and final manuscript. And by January 2026, they will announce the winner of 2025 issue published. And the submission guideline is like this. Your manuscript should follow the International Journal of Education and Media and Technology submission guidelines. So before preparing your manuscript, clearly review their instruction and guidelines for preparing the manuscript. Then, based on common feedback from the reviewers, they recommend the following. The introduction should clearly define the research purpose and significance and include the research questions that align with the theoretical framework. Then include a review of relevant literature either as a dedicated section, for example, literature review or research background or instructional context, or integrated within the introduction. Then present data using tables or figures where appropriate. Visual are especially helpful for international reader whose first language may not be English. Visual, it can include the visual either in the form of tables or figures, graphs. Then write article structure. While article structure may vary, many reviewers recommend the standard format. For example, introduction, literature review, methods, results, discussion, and conclusion. Exactly what I showed you in my presentation in writing up journal article according to prescribed format. As noted on International Journal of Educational Media and Technology submission pages, a manuscript is judged on the basis of originality, scholarship, clarity of disclosure and significance, as well as the degree to which the subject matter contribute to the practice of media study in educational practice. So a topic like online-based Atlantic International University online-based distance learning education system for sustainable development of its students could be a good topic, like an article for you. You can write any relevant article for this journal and submit it for evaluation and review. This is a new edition of today's online classes. Now I am attaching those references in chat option. And please download these files. I'm attaching you the PowerPoint presentation of today's class, then the sample article I showed you today, and the call for paper. So you can download these resources and you can educate yourself to write up an article on your own, and you can then send your article for evaluation and review to any of your chosen journal. Repeat it. Then for paper. The sample articles. Yeah. So I have go to the chat option. There I have attach three files. So first one is today's classes PowerPoint presentation. Then the call for paper for IAEMT 2025, and then the sample article I showed you. I am also posting my contact details. My name is Dr. Mohammad Shahidul Islam. I work for Academic Advisor. My email address ms.islm@aiu.edu, and my mobile number +460736537526. And you can send your completed manuscript specific feedback to me by receiving and reviewing your paper. I can give you the improvement suggestion. After improvement, I can tell you where you can submit work for evaluation. And before, we have published our student work to any journal, but now Atlantic International University want to publish the student work in recognized and listed journal only. And recognized listed journal have high article processing cost. So there is a trade-off between where you need uh, uh, can submit your work and where you can publish your work. Uh, we can back the sharing option again. Before conclusion, I have 5 minutes left to answer the question from today's participant.